Hey friends, this super creepy set we're looking at here is called Broadcast Billy, and this is by the company Jaki. This is Jaki's set number KJ066. Here's the instruction book. It has 1,029 pieces, and it features the puppet Billy coming out of a television set. It's inspired by the Saw film series. And it has 4 lights. We'll take a look at that. It has an action feature. We'll take a look at that. These 2 knobs here do something. And it has a back as well. So we'll take a look at all those details. This is part of Jaki's overall license with Saw. So I did a review of this tape recorder that's Saw branded as well. And I'll put a link up for you to see that. And this one, has a cassette tape and everything. So it kind of continues their line for this particular theme. All right, so what are we looking at here? Well, it is Billy the Puppet, who shows up quite a bit in the Saw franchise. Maybe you recognize him from when he's riding a bike, and he's pretty darn creepy for sure. But he's actually breaking out of a television here, and so there are pieces of television glass. They're just kind of they're coming out at you, and then Billy's coming out of the screen. He's got one hand here, another hand here, and one of those hands is reaching out to a minifigure. And so let's zoom in. That minifigure, we'll start with that guy. That minifigure is Jaki's own design for a figure. His clutch wasn't so great for his hairpiece, but the clutch and pieces throughout the rest of the build had pretty good clutch to them and just the right amount. The shaping for Billy is super creepy. There are 2 of the lights, and 1 per each of those eyes. And the way that you turn those lights on is with this knob right here. So turning the knob turns a light brick on and off. And the 2 other lights are inside the set. And so you know what? Let's turn off the lights in the studio here so we can see a little bit better those lights and get the full effect. So that's with most of the lights in the room off. Those are the lights. So there's 2 lights for his face, and then there's 2 lights in the inside of the TV that are pointed down. So they're located in the top of that television, and they're pointed down. Looking a little bit closer at everything we see here. So like I said, turning this knob turns those lights on and off for the eyes, right? So on and off. And then the other knob actually moves his hand. So moving this knob actually moves the hand in and out of the TV. It extends even further out, and you can retract it as well. So it's like that's the feature where he's like reaching out to you and really breaking the 4th wall and coming out at you from the television. And I like his little gloved hand is reaching out of the TV there too. He's like, it's totally got its hands on the frame of the glass. A couple other controls, they're down here as well. Maybe these are like power buttons. I'm not sure what that would be. There is one more feature, and that is that there's a button up here. It says play. And when you press this down, his jaw moves and it plays a sound clip. So hopefully you could hear that. I'll put the microphone a little bit closer to him again one more time. If you saw my review of the tape recorder, it's the same sound in the tape recorder. So it looks like they were able to do 1 sound clip, and that was it. I thought that this would maybe have its own sound clip, but it's the same. So that's a cool little mechanism. I'll show you where it says play at the top there. It's hard to miss, right? So you press that, and then the jaw lowers. It's connected to the jaw, and it's also connected to his sound chip. So that's how you get that out. Oh, and I think these are prints as well, by the way, for his lips. Those are prints there too. And check out his little bow tie. Super creepy for sure. Around the back here, you can see maybe these are like the component, or would this be component? It would be composite cables, or maybe they're something else, like whatever's available at the time with that type of TV. I'm not sure what that big old dial would be, and not sure what those guys are either, but maybe these are just supposed to be like plugs that you would plug things in. And as far as decorations go, these are pretty much some of the only decorations. It does have this, it's like it's made to look like it's a TV sticker for this particular TV, but it also has SAW branding on it. So it's a little of each. It says made in China. And then this is super tiny down here, but this is like SAW, and it's like trademark for Lionsgate is what that is. And these two, this one is printed and this one is printed, and this is a sticker. And what you saw for like his cheeks, those are all prints. And then there are stickers here for the dial. So it's a mix of both. So you can see here, he's fully breaking out of this television, and they have you really create this effect with all these broken shards that are coming out everywhere, which is nice and creepy. There is an antenna that you build out of bricks. And then here at the bottom, you'll see it's on a bit of a stand too. And there's even shaping on the bottom. Let's see if we can lift that so you can see it's shaped nicely on the bottom too. So they really try to make a kind of a nice box. It is a heavy box, by the way, but they try to make it a kind of realistic model. So I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, it's pretty shocking when you see it. It's super creepy. I'll say this about the build experience too while we're here. There were a lot of parts in the wrong bags. I think there was some kind of major issues with the production of this. I'll look at how many pieces were left over. They had their own brick separator in there, but look at all these pieces. So there was some kind of a mistake, maybe an extra bag. And even though the bags were numbered, I got through bag one, and then pretty quickly I had to start pulling from other bags that were not part of the one series. And then even after all that, with those extra parts, I was missing a part. And the part I was missing was one of these clear, transparent black pieces. It's supposed to go under this one here so that this shard has two shards on it. And yeah, it was just fully missing. So that was a bummer. I don't know what happened. Normally when I build the Jaki sets, they have some predictability, and the parts are typically all there and stuff. So this one's unusual to see so much go wrong with the parts. All right, so final thoughts on this one. I like it a lot. I think it is a good departure for them in their series for SAW. They have ones that are very literal, right? Like this cassette player's super literal. And it's a little bit hard to not go literal with a horror movie set. But here they've gone a little bit artistic, something that blends kind of an artistic approach with realistic subject matter. And so you get this blend, and then you are literally seeing Billy the puppet come out of the TV at you, which is terrific. It's a terrific symbolism. And if you're a fan of the series, I think you'd really enjoy that too. All right, so that's my look at this SAW set. Let me know what you think. Have you seen the SAW movies? Is this something that you think SAW fans are going to appreciate? I do think it has some appeal. I think it's pretty cool. It will stand out. You put this on your TV or near your TV or on your bookshelf, it's definitely going to tell people you're a fan of the series. All right, thanks for watching. Like the video if you like it, hit subscribe, and if you want to buy this set, there is an affiliate link in the description. Thanks so much.